Hey, what's up? I just felt like sharing my 2025 year in review on Steam, just for fun. Uh, this isn't to brag. I thought about it, I don't know, right before I started to record this, and I was thinking of that. What if somebody asked me why I'm doing this? Literally just for fun. Literally just for fun. I'm not like, hey, look at me and look at all these games I have and whatever, no. Just sharing, anyways, we'll take a look at my Steam replay, my Steam review or whatever of 2025, what games I played and all that kind of stuff. I remember, I don't know, about a month or so ago, I was reminded of a Steam replay, and I was curious, like, what mine would be like, because there was a period of like a month or two where I played like a lot of adult games, and I was thinking, I don't know if I'll put that on my profile, like if all the games are like adult, content or whatever. But I had forgotten I actually did play a bunch of other stuff. Assassin's Creed Shadows was a huge one, man. So I had 200 new games apparently. I don't know. 75 demos. That's cool. 9 playtests. I was surprised by that. I was like, I played 9 playtests. Like, what did I play? But we'll see. They have the categories for that as well. Some of the stats here are interesting. Like the longest streak of days played, or it's a weird one to me. I'm like, all right, that's cool, I guess. Well, like, whatever. Anyways, one thing that I think is a little interesting is they don't show the hours played, like the actual hours, right? Because I was wondering, I was looking at this, I was like, 16% doesn't seem like a lot. It is in comparison because it's like a overall picture compared to all the games I played in the year, right? Like I played a lot of games. I had 251 games. Assassin's Creed Shadows the most time played. I had like a little over 170 hours. I think around maybe 180 hours. I could check real quick. But yeah, I was running close to 200 hours, 172 hours, and I still want to play more. I'm playing games I haven't beaten mostly, and then Hogwarts Legacy. Still have not completed that game yet, man. Less hours played on that than Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I beat Shadows. So it's nothing against Hogwarts Legacy. It is interesting to me though, because I love the living crap out of Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah. Anyways, and I'd forgotten I had played both Spider-Man games apparently during the year. Did that when Part 2 came out? Anyways, we'll see. 40 sessions played of Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man Remastered. I still haven't completed it. I completed the main campaign, but I haven't finished the a couple of the DLCs on PC. I completed all that a couple of times on PS4 a long time ago. I've been beating on the hardest difficulty on PS4. And that was fun. I really liked the Spider-Man game, man. So yeah, I still have plans to play, finish the Spider-Man Remastered DLC as well as move on to Miles Morales. But I did complete Spider-Man 2. So this is just, some of these stats are a little, oh, I forgot about this. So I was browsing this a little bit before I started this video, and I came across this, and I was like, look, man, look, this is stupid. LGBTQ plus is not a genre of video games. It's not a genre of video games. What the hell? It's stupid. And I don't like that's dumb. That's dumb. That's really everything else there makes sense. That does not make any damn sense. What I thought was really funny about that is because I was looking at Life is Strange, the newest Life is Strange game or whatever, and I forget the name of their other one. They did a new one that's like unrelated. It's a completely different story. It looks really cool to me, and I forget the name at the moment. But it is on my wish list. But I had played Life is Strange a long time ago when it first came out. I still never beat it, and it's not because I didn't like it. I did like it. I just wasn't in the mood to keep playing it at the time. I've been meaning to go back. Anyways, I was remembering because I was looking at it, and it for whatever reason this wasn't like this when that game first came out. They weren't heavily promoting like LGBTQ stuff, right? Like it was just a visual novel. Basically, it was promoting the story itself. It wasn't like, hey, we're this and that, whatever. But yeah, no. So this is, look, man. I'm not planning to stick here, bro. That is stupid though. That's really damn stupid. What? This should be erased from this statistic thing. It should be gone. It should be just poof. Like it should. Anyways, this was interesting to me. The community award stuff given I give a lot of those out. I usually do wholesome. Like when I see a nice, like friendly, nice complimentary post, I'll just plop a wholesome down. I think that's the majority of the one I've given, but I have also given some others out. Especially lately, I started popping down like gotta have it posts and whatever. People are pointing out like some stuff, you know. They're like, hey, here's a point. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's right. Anyways, all right. So the games, it's very weird to me that they don't put the hours played. That's a little strange to me, especially because they do the percentage, right? Like. It doesn't. It's like, well, what is that then? Like, I guess it might work easier if you only played 10 games out of the year, right? You know, but when you played over 200, it'd be a little more tricky. It's just funny to me. Like, put the hours played, you know, like whatever. Anyways, I played that apparently back in March and April. Was that when it like first came out? I'm assuming that's like when it came out, right? That's like, I don't remember like the release dates or anything, but that's I would bet that that's when it came out. Let's see what. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy. That's right. I really do love that game. Yes, Akio sequel. Yes, yes. Let us have a sequel. Actually, no, they're in the works of a couple new Harry Potter games, if I remember right. One, and this was like a rumor or whatever, but yeah, part two was spoken of as if it was in the like well in like a unsure thing, right? But yeah, there was a couple games they announced, but we haven't seen anything about, right? They just said, yeah, we're working on a couple games or whatever. But I really like Hogwarts Legacy, man. Let's see, Oh yeah, Granblue Fantasy Relink. Yeah, this is a cool game. And check out my review on Steam. Yeah, I don't want to sit here and trash on. I'm just sharing this to go through what I had played and stuff. Going a little slowly so far, but I'll pick it up maybe, I think. Spider-Man 2. That game was freaking awesome. But this is what I mean, like 4% of total playtime. Let me check real quick, actually. How many hours do I have played on Spider-Man 2? I'm not assuming a lot. It's 36.9 hours on Steam. Played it in February. It was when it came out. I'm curious. I think I got it later. Oh, January. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't get it too long after it came out. I know I meant to wait for a sale, but I didn't want to. I could have, I might have got like a small, it might have been like a 10% crap thing, right? You know? But anyways, why was I saying? Oh, yeah, so 4%, right? 36.9 hours. That's a decent chunk of time to play a game, right? Full completion. I can't remember if I 100%ed everything. I don't know. It's been a while since I played. February, I played lots of games since then. And I want to play it again too. Oh my gosh, do I really want to play that game again? That was freaking cool, man. All the Spider-Man games are cool, but that's what I mean as far as like played 4%. If I were to just look at it as a percentage time, I'd think like that doesn't seem like a lot, you know, but almost 40 hours, right? Like that's kind of a lot, right? So that's why the percentage thing throws me off a little bit when and this has happened like on all of my my year in review things on Steam, because they all kind of have like a similar thing, even though I played lots of time on these games. Playtime by month is an interesting one to me. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even hover over this before. Holy crap, that is cool. I was wondering what these graphs were when I was just scrolling through this list before I started the video. I was just looking through it. I looked through my thing. I was like, I like looking at these. It's cool. That's why I'm sharing it. But I had not hovered over this to see it actually shows you the games. Like that is freaking. That's actually pretty damn cool, man. So what do we have here? Back in January, oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hogwarts Legacy, and then other games. That's kind of funny. What is it? 14 usually play that? 14%. Okay, anyways. And then same thing it looks like. I think it's this is like on the day or sorry, yeah, days I guess. And then a bunch of games there. And 29 more. That's funny. Yeah, this big old list here at plus 29 more. I played a lot of games this year. I didn't spend 40 plus hours on every one of these games. Some of them I played like 2 to 5 hours and maybe 10 hours. But like on like most of them, I would say like 8 out of 10. I probably play like 1 to 10 hours, like average. Then there was again the ones that I spent a lot more time on, like Hogwarts Legacy's one, Spider-Man's one. And of course, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, it's interesting to see all the different games listed for like the month or whatever. I didn't actually play the Alone in the Dark. I booted it. I was planning to play it, and then I think I just, oh no, I forgot I did play that for like an hour. I always want to play more. Almost everything I do want to play more and eventually plan to get around to playing more of. But just too many games, you know, right? That's cool. It's a nice like problem. I mean, that's not really a problem, but you know, just too many games, hard to pick which one to play and all that. Anyways, I won't go with that. I was just curious because I hadn't seen this. I hadn't looked at that. Oh, mine's on. It was June. That's when that game came out. And that was my most played game of the month. Oh no! Look, there's a whole bunch more here. That's fun. 20 more. Wow, that's funny. Oh yeah, Batman. I need to play part 2 of the Batman Telltale series thingy. I forgot I was playing James Bond Bloodstone again, and I beat that. It's a short game. It's like anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, I think. But it's cool. I love that Bloodstone game. I can't buy it on the store anymore on Steam, anyways. I wonder if they'll ever have it on GOG. I haven't looked that up or anything. Oh, and then like I played several games, but not much time apparently in August and September. I wonder what I was doing those 2 months. Probably watching TV or movies or something, or I don't know. But I remember there was a brief period where I just wasn't in the mood to play anything. I think I was watching stuff. I don't remember exactly what I was doing instead of playing games. I know that like I was having a real hard time. I don't know. I just remember there being a weird period where I couldn't even freaking play a game. I think I was mostly just trying to like, I don't know. Well, that's a weird one. That's funny. Oh yeah, playing a lot of Dragon. Oh, I didn't notice Dragon Age, the Veilguard pop up on like one of my top played of the year, which is weird because it's. Well, actually, here I'm curious. Let me see how many hours I have played on that because it's pretty close. But it is new. Like I just got it, so that kind of makes sense. 36.1 hours played, right? And Spider-Man 2 is one of my top played, and it's a little more than that. So this one might be like the 5th or 6th top played game or something. Oh yeah, and then I forgot. I thought this was cool. They have demos you played, 74 games in the top 5 demos. I think it's interesting. This is a beta. I guess they're gonna consider that a demo though. I really like Mecha Break. It's got a lot of weird negative community like discussion stuff going on, but that is a really cool game. Pay model is pure crap from what I've seen so far, but it is fully free to play, right? Like as far as like playing the game, right? Carbon, I can't remember. I know I liked it. Dragonkin is alright. Iron Marked, I can't remember if I even liked it or not. Haste is freaking cool. So I liked the Dragonkin demo. I liked the Haste demo. I bought both those games. Carbon is really cool. I plan to buy that. I think it's had a failed Kickstarter. They got like 87% on their Kickstarter, but they didn't make it. So they're still planning to bring it out and stuff, but the Kickstarter failed, so that sucks. I didn't back them mostly because they wanted $40, which is fine for a full game and all. But anyways, whatever. I almost backed him, but I was like, I'm gonna wait. Even if I had backed him, though, I wouldn't have kicked him over the whatever thingy. Project Nimbus. I forgot. I was just thinking about I started playing Nier Automata yesterday. Oh, the controls on that are terrible. But I was thinking, I was like, I need more mech games, and I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about Project Nimbus. I need to play some more of that. Anyways, I clicked on show more just because. What was this one? What is this? March through May. Oh, this was the daily streak, the 56 days. Apparently, I guess if I played a game every single day, so I'm sure I played multiple games each of those days. Did I mention? Oh yeah, I did mention them. We'll see some glimpses of adult games because I did play some. I actually like Subverse. It's pretty cool. People said it in the reviews too. Like the twin stick part is actually pretty damn cool. The twin stick shooter part, and then everything else is kind of like, you know, it's entertaining though, like whatever. High on Life was such a nice surprise because it did look kind of like I forgot. Yeah, this clicks up here. That's pretty cool. It looked kind of like a generic first-person shooter, not like a bad one or anything. Whenever I think generic, I just think, all right, I've played it already. I don't think like, oh, it's bad because it's generic. I just think like, whatever, that's cool. I played a little bit in the Xbox Game Pass. At the time, I also was not in the mood. I haven't been subbed to that in a long time, just so you know. But yeah, I wasn't in the mood. I played for about an hour, and I thought it was funny, but I was like, eh. But then I picked it up on sale at some point because I did actually want to play through the game at some point, right? Even though I was kind of mad, but I knew my mood was probably out of it too. But I finally played that game, played it all the way through, and I look forward to part 2. This was an excellent game. High on Life was really cool, but nothing that would blow your mind really. You know, as far as gameplay and stuff, like it's what I'm used to. It's nothing unusual, but it was cool. The characters, the universe, pretty entertaining stuff. And if I remember right, it's from the writers of Rick and Morty. I don't know, whatever, you know, like the exact people and stuff, but it has that humor to it for sure. Solstice is a pretty damn cool game if you've never played it. One of the things about that game that's funny is so many people were complaining on the forums about like the camera angle not being movable or whatever, right? Like it's plays was the first, I can't remember if the first Devil May Cry or 2 where you couldn't move the camera, right? It plays like that, like an old school hack and slash game where you just kind of control your movement and actions, but you can't move the camera. You know, you have to, I don't know how to explain. It kind of reminds me of like tank controls on Resident Evil or something, but anyways, it's just an older style in that sense, but it's cool. It's beautiful. The hack and slash is pretty good. The story's neat. I still need to play more of that too. Anyways, wasn't planning to go through every one of these or anything, just kind of looking at them, you know. I didn't even remember what Astra was. I looked that up earlier. I was like, what the hell even is that? And then I saw it. I was like, oh yeah. You know. Sliders was a lot of fun, the demo. Oh wait, is this under my camera? I forgot. Yeah, it's a little bit under my camera here. Sliders. Fun game, fun. And then I only recently saw, like, I don't remember, it was like a random thing I saw talking about how like that was an AI photo for the thumbnail, and I was like, it figures, like whatever, man. But the game was actually a lot of fun and cool though, and I do plan to pick that up, the full game, eventually. Not a like, you know, I want too many games. I got over 900 on my freaking wish list, but that's just because I like video games. I want to play them all, so you know, whatever, man. I prioritize, man, and sometimes I don't do it the best, but I try. You know, of course I try. I can't buy them all, man. Oh, freaking Star Wars Outlaws, such a good game. Drive Loop is cool. It's gotten better. I bought that when it first launched in early access, and it is better than when it first launched for sure. It's more fun the last time I played it, which was like a month or two ago. I was like, oh, you know what? That's the improvements are nice. It still has work. It still needs work. It still has some time. So I don't know how hardcore they're going at developing that, but I hope they flesh it out a lot more because it's pretty neat. Rogue Flight was freaking awesome. This 13Z game was pretty cool. I played a little bit of it, but it was neat. I was like, all right, that game is gonna be cool. Anyways, what else we got here? What is this one? Oh, it's per month, I guess. Don't they have the same thing like up there, kind of? I got a grid view. I like the timeline view. The grid, I think, just, well, let's see. Kind of worried about like performance-wise on the site because it is a little laggy when it's loading up a bunch of stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to timeline. It's kind of neat though. I do like the way they do the interface and stuff for the year in review thing. Oh, there's a couple. That was bad, by the way. The VL. From what I've seen, going through some of those adult games, it seems like most of them are pretty trash. Like, just trash, like super trash. Like, holy crap, man! Like, talking about some shovelware. Like, my gosh, man! Oh my gosh, Astria was really freaking cool, man. Definitely plan and look forward to playing more Dead Island 2 as well as Dying Light 2. What is this? I can't tell what that is based on. Like, Yasha. Oh, that was pretty cool. Yasha Legends of the Demon Blade, the demo. That was neat. Yeah, we'll definitely pick that up eventually too. Ruff and the Riverside was a cool demo. I had given them a bunch. Oh, it was cool. It was like I I was mad. I posted on the forums. I was like, man, you guys ever play on PC? Like, these controls are crap, right? And the dev was really polite and just responded like, "You got me," basically, like, "Yeah, I don't play PC. Could you give me some tips on how to do the controls?" So I wasn't even planning to, but I was like, you know what? Yeah. And they just wrote this big ass post about it. And the developer was like, "Whoa, thank you." I was like, "Holy shit, that was awesome." Because I first came in rude. I apologize too after the first replies. Look, like I wasn't trying to be mean. I'm just like, I'm so sick of this crap, you know, like it. I'm just so sick of this crap. It's crazy how many games are put on PC that have like bonkers keyboard controls, man. Like, it doesn't make any damn sense, especially when there's so many solid regular games on PC that play perfectly freaking fine and normal, and you get all these stupid indie games from people that don't play games on PC or whatever, and they just like, dude, how do you not find somebody that can tell you what controls to work with, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you don't know, I'm sure you could find somebody that could tell you, you know, what controls to use and what works. Near Automata, I cannot believe, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that crap. I can't, like, you can't be serious. Anyways, yeah, no, it's pretty ridiculous, man. Let's see. Oh, did the show more not load more? There we go. I mostly just I wasn't planning to like review every game going through. I'm just kind of just going through the list and then popping on some thoughts as I go. Because it's a lot. Like, that's why I mostly just wanted to share. Here's my year in review. You know, just scroll through it. I was planning to go through it normally, and like I said, not just stop and talk about every single game ever, because that would be too much. Oh no, I could talk about every single one of these individually. This would be a 100-hour long video or something, you know. I'm kidding, but like, yeah, it would. That's why I'm not doing that. But I did want to show, like, this was my you know, my Steam year or whatever. I don't know about you, but I always have like clicks that don't work sometimes. Like, I double click or whatever. Oh, Spaceborne 2 is freaking cool. I like Spaceborne 2 so far. I was really impressed with my first hour, and I played a few hours the first day that I played it before it launched. I had tried it like I think it launched a month or so after I bought it. It's still in early access, and I'd played a little under 4 hours in the early access. I have not played a whole lot since it officially launched. But in the few hours I played, like, my first hour, I was like, man, this game is freaking cool, and I just kept playing a few hours more, and I was like, this is a cool game. Yeah, I like Spaceborne 2 so far. Gotham Knights, one of my most favorite games. One of them, you know. I would say top 15 probably. I'd have to really think about it and go into like top 20 games and whatever. Because I know top 5, but those couple games are kind of tied-ish there, you know. But anyways, Gotham Knights is probably top 15 of my all-time favorites. But yeah, oh, that was the month of adult games, was it? Yeah, it was a lot of adult stuff for a period of time there. Most of them are bad. I would not recommend most of them, man. That's why I actually wrote a review for a couple of them, because I was like, you know what, these were actually good. I still want to play more of this game. I need to play more of this. I have a few games like that I picked up, and I gotta play more of these, man. They're cool. Oh my gosh, Glaciered was interesting. This is basically an underwater Dark Souls style game. Even they describe it like that. I was like, because I don't love Souls games. I'm kind of like, whatever. But that was actually pretty neat. You should check out the demo if you haven't. And especially if you like Souls games. I'm not saying it's as, like, I don't know difficulty wise, like how close it is to a Souls game. Just the way it plays and stuff it's meant to be Souls like, but it's underwater creatures and stuff. It's neat. It's neat. I thought it was cool. I don't remember. I'm gonna check real quick if I bought that. I don't remember if I bought that game. Rogue, I don't think so. It might not even be out. Rogue Eclipse. Yeah, not out yet. Okay, but I did like the demo. The name was similar to Rogue Flight, which is why I would every time I see like Rogue Eclipse, I always think of Rogue Flight. Mad Metal. This game, the demo is actually really impressive. If you haven't played it, you should check it out. Especially if you liked the Mad Max game. They don't have melee combat. It is janky, but it's cool. Conceptually is really good. He's got some great stuff going on there. If it gets fully fleshed out and done and stuff, like that game would be freaking epic, man. That's what I think, anyways. If he was able to actually like really get it all done, and I'm sure that's the plan, you know. Some stuff doesn't work out, man. They'll actually end up not continuing development. I don't know what happens. Maybe they get sick. Maybe they get bored. Maybe they just get hopeless. I don't know, right? But it's plenty of games start like that. They're really cool. They got great demos, but they never actually launched their game. It's interesting. I just came across one yesterday where I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was like, and I posted on the forum. I was like, "Is this game still coming? What happened?" And the demo wasn't like super impressive, but it was neat. I was like, I kind of want to play more of that. RoboCop was cool. I forgot about freaking Chrono Odyssey. I'm curious about that. Like, if they even have a release date. I don't think so. No release date yet. I wanted to play more, but I could tell within like within the first little bit I played, I was like, you know what, this is cool, but I'm gonna wait on it. I wasn't fully in the mood, but I knew I'd want to play more later. Because I think they had like a brief play test, right? This was under a play test or whatever. They didn't even call it a play test, yeah. I forgot about that. That was pretty cool. Banishers. I started playing that again recently. It's a neat game. It's neat. Twin Mirror was I gotta play more of that. That was freaking cool. But it is it's a visual novel basically, or a game like an interactive movie like Heavy Rain kind of a thing, like that type of thing. So extremely heavy on the story, less gameplay. And well, I was really into it, and then I was just like, you know, I want to play. So I got off of it. Like, I want to play the damn game, damn it. But I know that was cool so far. I really liked it. And Voidbreaker demo was pretty cool. Speed Demons 2 demo is pretty cool. That game just came out a week or two ago. Yeah, Skate, this looks freaking awesome. And I remember the demo, I thought the demo was okay. I didn't finish it or anything. I think I wasn't fully in the mood. But I look forward to more of that. Combat Complex is freaking awesome. Super Hire, super awesome. I haven't played much of the new RoboCop. I liked the first one a lot, so I picked up the second one. But I just haven't been in the mood. Yeah, I was surprised because like I was really looking forward to it, and then it came out, and I was like, I don't want to play right now. I did throw it on for a couple hours though. What? Oh yeah, this one's neat. Terminal Brigade. I think I forgot they did like a Neon Angelus event whatever thing. It's been a while since I did Neon Evangelical. I was thinking Genesis for some reason. I think they did like a subtitle thing for that. Anyways, that was neat. It was neat. Like I haven't played it since it launched. Just I'm playing so many games, but I liked what I played of that for the beta. It's a free-to-play game, third-person shooter, mostly negative. Huh? That's weird. I mean, well, it's not weird. It's weird to me because I liked it, but it's actually a very common thing for most of the games I like. But also like free-to-play games, and like quickly scrolling through the reviews right now, and yeah, complaints on the pay model, lagging, crashing. You know, like it's weird. That's why if you ever see like a mostly negative or negative review stuff, go look and read them. Don't just be like, oh, it must suck really bad. Because I'm telling you, like 90% of them, it's crashing for me. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, man, that's almost all of them, man. That's not a good review of a game. Anyways, I'm just saying, go look, just see. Is there a real reason that these people are saying it? Or is it just a bunch of stupid, dumb reviews? Most of the time, it's really just dumb reviews. So just never go by that is all I'm saying, man. Devil Jam was pretty cool demo. I like the demo a lot. Arto's cool. Need to go play that more sometime. Hellskate, neato. Haven't played much of this. I saw the trailer and I was like, I gotta play that game. It's also, I think it was on sale for like $1 too. I was like, yeah, I have to try that out. I haven't played a whole lot. I played one session apparently. I've been meaning to go back and play more. That was neat though. Oh, I like the Starfire Eternal Cycle. This was the demo. I wonder where it shows me playing the full. I did buy it. I bought that game. I like it. It's cool. Very disappointed with Endless Alice, and I don't think it's bad or anything. I mean, it might be just I'm just not in the mood, but I don't know. It's sometimes when I see a trailer, I'm like, all right, that looks awesome. And then you play it, it's not quite the same because you have to reach that point, right? So it's like, well, I thought that was gonna be the whole game, kind of a thing, you know, right? And it's not. So it's like, oh, I'm sure it's cool when you get to that part though. So I just gotta get there, I guess. This one I'm looking forward to. That's all I remember is I loved the demo. I thought it looked super cool. And I don't remember if this is actually out. It might be, and I just haven't been in the mood to pick it up yet. Wait, what the hell is it called? Altered Alma. Not out yet. Okay. Because sometimes I think a game looks amazing or whatever, but I'm just not in the mood to play it like right this moment and stuff. And that's when I'll wait for like pretty cheap sales or whatever. Otherwise, I won't wait as long. You might get a 30% discount or whatever. But yeah, I usually try to wait for at least a 50% off, like at least. But I prefer 75% off and higher. Just being a broke boy. Oh crap, that's funny. Thunder Ray. I love the visuals on this game. It was pretty fun too. There were some reviews pointing out some of the controls, and they couldn't understand when they're supposed to parry or block and all that stuff. And you just get used to it, you know, right? And it could take some time. It could take some time getting used to that, but you can. It's not like you can't. You just practice, you know, whatever. I liked it so far. I thought it was cool. Jotun Hordes of Hell is pretty cool. Jotun Slayer. I'm not a fan of their little I'd be more of a fan of their cosmetic pay model thing, whatever, their extra crap. If they'd actually give freaking rewards for playing the game, that would be nice. But no, we're just gonna charge for everything. These stupid pieces of crap. But it is a really cool game, though. Oh, they always run is freaking awesome. All right, I don't want to do this anymore. I mostly just didn't want to go through it too fast, you know. That's why I decided to start talking a little bit about some of these. I got into Marvel Rivals a little bit. I guess in November. Yeah, recently-ish. Because one of my coworkers never shuts up about it. I actually made a joke to him. I was like, I threw that game on again because you won't shut up about it. But it's not like that. He'll sometimes bring it up, and he really likes the game a lot. And I think him and his son play it. So I was like, you know what? I'll go play it again. And I played a bit. I played it when it first came out, of course. You know, I thought it was cool. It was like, oh yeah, Marvel Overwatch is pretty badass. And Dragon Age Veilguard, been really enjoying that so far. Finally picked up Returnal. Cool game. That is a really cool game. And this Outcast game is actually freaking nice, man. I need to play more of that as well. I'm very impressed with my first few hours of it. Pretty cool, man. Especially since I think it was either the first game or I'd played the previous game. Like, there's a couple like different versions or whatever, but I played one of the previous Outcast games. And it was neat, it looked neat, but it also was like way too janky. I didn't like the controls at all, and I just was like, nah, screw this. But yeah, that one's pretty freaking cool, man. Anyways, let me just keep scrolling. Just keep browsing and skim through these game titles here because I need to get done with this crap, man. I finally got into a new playthrough of mine, so I'm not playing it hardcore, but I got further into it finally, and that was this month. I've been mixing it up with Dragon Age, Tomb Raider, Mind's Eye. Between the Stars is pretty freaking cool. The store parkour game was finally on a pretty good, impressive sale. I think it was like $15 to $17. I don't remember exactly. It was recent. It was like a week or so ago. It was on for a pretty good deal, and I was like, you know what? That's a good price. I'm gonna pick that up. I haven't played too much yet, but I have what I played of it. Pretty cool, man. Especially on keyboard and mouse, because like I'd seen a lot of complaints, and them saying we recommend using a controller. But they had also done an update within a month or two, in the past month or two, I think, where they did some keybind stuff, keyboard, mouse stuff. So, and it's fine. Like it's so far from what I played of it, it was pretty good. Cardbox, pretty fun freaking game. I like it. Controls amazing. One of my most favorite games ever. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Yeah, that was that. I was planning to even like browse the previous years and whatever, but I didn't realize that was gonna take so long. Like, let me see. I'm kind of curious how long. Yeah, that was kind of long. It was much longer than I was expecting to go. Also, like I said, I wasn't planning to like just discuss like every little game I played. It was an interesting year. There you could see there's a few months. Even well, I don't know. I got bored. I got bored and was like, I'm gonna check out these adult games. Like, and they are most of them are trash. They're dude. And it's hard to go by reviews. It's because they're all bots, man. It's like even the good ones, like the good and the negative ones, they're all just fake. I don't even. It's oh my gosh, it's crazy, dude. As if it's not hard enough to go by reviews on like regular games. Like I said, if you see, you can see a game with mostly negative reviews, but if you go look at through the reviews, you're like, these are a bunch of idiots. I'm just saying. It's a bunch of stupid crap. They're not good reviews. I mean, hell, dude, what's funny about that too, the review stuff, I'll see a review that has like 3 words, um, and it's just dumb, right? And like it'll have like hundreds of likes and all these awards on it, and I'm just like, what the hell? Oh, 2022 was my ARPG year. I forgot about that. I did do a lot of New World. Back then it wasn't even called Aeternum, but I forgot. Yeah, Lost Ark, Lords of Mayhem. Played a ton of that. Was really into it that year. Lost Ark was freaking. I liked. Oh my! I've been, dude. I always want to go back to it. It was so. I loved it. I thought Lost Ark was really cool, and I have wanted to go back to it. Yeah, man. Especially like kind of right now. I'm kind of in the mood to do Diablo style thing, but the thing where I'm at right now is I can't really, not can't, but I'm not really, every time I play a game, I haven't stuck it out hardcore. And Lost Ark requires kind of hardcore attention. It does play more like an MMO, like it's got this really long life, it's got lots of content. It gets grindy once you get into the end game, if you do. I didn't even get into the end game, man, and I had like 80 hours played on it, I think. Let me see real quick. I think, I'm gonna double check. 74.5 hours, and I played it for like a week or whatever, right? Like that was when I played most of my hours like around the same period. I just jumped in, I couldn't stop playing. I was like, yeah, this game's freaking awesome. And I hadn't even gotten to it's a long game, like campaign wise. It's a real world, you know, it's an RPG, like, but it's got the isometric view and stuff, and it doesn't quite play like Diablo. It is disappointing as far as that. I would rather the gameplay be more action RPG, but it's more, it's weird. Like you know, it reminds me of, I don't know if you ever played a game called Devilian. It's not on Steam anymore on the store page. It's in my library, but you can't visit the store page. A game called Devilian, but there are other games like that too that I can't remember off the top of my head. I would love to go to the store page and look at other related games or whatever. And it's been a while, but they do play, like they look like Diablo, but they play a little bit different, a little simpler-ish. But one thing I remember being, I was really impressed by the dungeons in Lost Ark. Really impressed. Like damn. Well, some cool stuff, man. So it's worth checking out. It's worth trying. If you've never tried Lost Ark, you should try it. Give it some real time. Give it at least an hour, but it would take more for sure to get a real good feel for it and stuff. I could say it'd probably be an easy like turn off once you get into the actual combat. As the spells, the animations, everything is really cool, but it's not the combat itself, it's the way you run through the world. Like, enemies will actually just sit there. Oh, if you ever played like Black Desert Online, it's kind of like that too, where like you just run through enemies and none of them are aggressive or whatever. So it's a little weird, right? There's a little weirdness to it, but it's worth playing. It's worth checking out. It's worth trying. It's freaking cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go now because I'm kind of tired of hearing myself talk, and I don't want to go through all my previous years. But I thought I would take a look. Oh yeah, that does remind me of this. So here you see a proper genre of video games. Just right, I forgot about that. All right, yeah, correct. This, I mean, I really that I just What? What? I'm gonna go back to that. Let's take another, just a real quick as a laugh before I shut down. Succubus is actually a really cool adult game, but it's actually like an action game. It's freaking cool, but adults, all right. No kids on that game, all right. Let's do just before we go. Let's have a quick laugh at the so-called genre of video games. Come on, man. That's nonsense. It does not belong. Doesn't belong. It should be removed, and I mean seriously right now. Steam should remove that and replace it with one that actually belongs. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.